I despise making these types of videos, as the first volcanic eruption fatalities of 2026 have occurred, and they were completely 100% preventable. They should have never occurred in the first place. But here we go anyways. At 7:41 a.m. local time on May 8, 2026, the remote and highly rugged stratovolcano known as Dukono on Indonesia's island of Halmahera erupted, except this time was different. After having produced a below-average number of weaker than typical explosions in the preceding 4 days, pressure and volatiles built up until tragedy. Instead of just a small area above the active vent exploding upwards and ejecting rocks and a plume of ash, a much larger area blew, marking this volcano's largest observed eruption in more than 400 years. However, for a sparsely populated area, this normally would have just been an inconvenience, as you need people or structures nearby for an eruption from this remote and hard-to-reach volcano to become a true disaster. However, this volcano, which few people had ever trekked near by the beginning of 2020, suddenly and recently exploded in popularity as people posted clips that went viral of themselves either illegally close to Dukono while it was erupting, or even at times narrowly escaping injury or worse while being illegally too close to the volcano within its exclusion zone. On various social media platforms, these videos, in my opinion, spread like wildfire and almost always went viral. This, in my opinion, caused some other daredevils to seek a similar experience, causing illegal tourist traffic to the volcano to grow, especially since 2024. The reason I say illegal is that it had been completely illegal to climb to the summit of Dukono since at least 2008, with an active 2-kilometer or greater exclusion zone in all directions around its actively erupting summit crater. When today's eruption happened, the active exclusion zone was 4 kilometers or about 2.5 miles in all directions. The government, local authorities, and others had repeatedly told people, and issued advisories saying either directly or in essence, do not climb this volcano, you might die. Stay outside the exclusion zone. And yet, 69 people were there near or on the volcano, some within the off-limits exclusion zone when the major explosion happened. Now, while details here are sketchy and what I am about to say could have a number of inaccuracies, this is what appears to have happened. The major explosion blew apart a region of Dukono's crater floor that had not been recently touched by smaller-scale explosions, causing it to violently fragment and hurling large boulders of rock, some of which were car-size or larger, high into the air. These then fell more than a kilometer away in some spots, crushing 3 people who were allegedly on or near the rim of Dukono's actively erupting crater. Anywhere between 0 and 15 additional people may have also been injured to some degree, but I cannot confirm those figures. The eruption was not a brief several-second explosion, but sustained, lasting for nearly an hour with a sustained plume, lasting ash and tephra to an altitude of 42,000 feet or 12,800 meters. This represented Dukono's strongest eruption since 1550, when the last instance of fatalities occurred due to a lengthy lava flow which connected the island of Halmahera with the then Mamuya island. Now, I want to remind everyone not to blame the victims of this tragedy, as this type of sentiment helps no one, despite what you might think. Maybe I am just too optimistic, but I honestly don't think these people knew of the risk they were truly getting into. There are no barbed wire fences nor armed guards that turn you away around Dukono's exclusion zone, at least that I am aware of. With that in mind, I have seen a rise in social media daredevils getting way too close, illegally close, to certain explosively erupting volcanoes that put them at risk of death or injury. Many of these clips showed people just barely escaping harm, so in my opinion, this type of disaster seemed inevitable. While this is by no means a complete list, I have seen this occur at Dukono and Ibu in Indonesia and Santa Maria in Guatemala. In each case, the government tried to crack down on illegal hiking within declared exclusion zones, but to limited success. Somewhat off topic but relevant tangent.
Hypothetically speaking, would you feel safe storm chasing within somewhat close proximity to a tornado so strong that it can send a pencil right into a tree like an arrow? Now, what if I were to tell you that despite the extreme danger storm chasing tornadoes brings, that it is in fact far less dangerous in my opinion than being too close to an explosively erupting volcano? Do you know how many storm chasers and trained meteorologists with many years of experience have ever directly died to a tornado while storm chasing? Only 4. Now, do you want to know how many trained volcanologists, geologists, and other scientists whose sole mission it was to study particular volcanoes and knew them by heart died from volcanic eruptions? 67. Volcanoes are less predictable than the most violent tornadoes, which in of themselves are inherently unpredictable phenomena. If so many of the best and brightest have died to explosive volcanic eruptions, what makes you qualified to ignore warnings? Nothing. Now, you might be wondering why throughout this video I have been showing video footage, much of which was clearly taken within the aforementioned exclusion zone during a prior year at Dukono. That is because the YouTube channel Extreme Pursuit has many years of experience doing this sort of thing, and he is a trained professional which you, my viewer, are not. Under no circumstances should anyone attempt or copy their dangerous endeavors, even if they happen to be a trained professional, especially to the Dukono Volcano. Also, Extreme Pursuit was granted the absurdly tough to obtain special permission from the government, granting him the ability to legally enter the exclusion zone before he ventured to the volcano, even visiting the volcano's observation post and discussing Dukono's recent activity and his plans beforehand. Stay tuned for more updates. I hope that I do not have to discuss this tragedy any further.